Shalom Israel, Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Shout out to One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Tonight is our Tuesday night brotherhood class, and what a excellent class to have in this week, where an absolute breakdown in brotherhood is happening. When for the past 200 years, Alexa, hey Alexa, how old is Thanksgiving? You understand? For as long as we've been in this country, to our knowledge, they have been celebrating the murder of the Taino Indians, you understand? Of the Inca, of our Latino brothers, you understand? And this, Thursday? They're about to do it again for the year 2022. People are taking off, leaving work early, just so they can go and be with family and not give a damn about the other families, you understand, that are out there suffering. Shout out to Officer 5000 Debar Ahmad and them brothers in the Midwest under Captain Mawakwa for going to that reservation and feeding them brothers and sisters and clothing them women and children, you understand, and them brothers, because without us, there is no hope for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And nobody gives a damn about Native Americans more than Commander Giuliani. You understand, more than ISUPK, man. Thanksgiving is the holiday of an anti-Semitic hate group known as your oppressor, the white man. All right. If you can get from me Amos chapter 5, verse 21. Like the excuses that people come up with for why they do things, it's universal. It's not even like because of the kids. Because you're not doing Thanksgiving because of the children. It's just a dinner. You know what I'm saying? You really just gathering with family, but that's your excuse. Oh, it's my chance to be with my family. So you're just going to make an excuse for anything that your oppressor says is holy to him. You understand? Like, if you're making an excuse to eat a dry-ass turkey with some cranberry sauce just so you can have some macaroni and cheese, and some collard greens and some mashed potatoes and cornbread, you could make that at home tonight, tomorrow. You don't have to do it on Thursday because your oppressor told you that this is the day that we celebrate Thanksgiving. Do you know that Thanksgiving isn't even traditionally a one-day holiday? Thanksgiving is what they used to do every time they took over a native village or town. You know what I'm saying, or encampment. They would give thanks. They would have a party for the murder and the slaughter of the natives in that community. Kick their head down, cut their heads off, kick it around. You understand? Like, they celebrated the murder of your brothers.
It was what?
5 and 21.
In 21?
Mm-hmm.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I hate.
What the Bible just say?
I hate.
What did God just say?
I hate.
That's the Lord. You said hate wasn't in the Bible. It's right here. Amos chapter 5, verse 21. Go ahead, sir.
I despise your feast days.
The Lord hates. The Lord despises your feast day. What is your feast day? The feast day is Thanksgiving. You understand? It's not yours. You've adopted it. It's your oppressor's day. He's thankful for the slaughter. The only reason America is an established country is because he gives thanks to those men that came before him that slaughtered natives and stole and raped and murdered and diseased those natives. He gives thanks to their sacrifice. They sacrificed integrity so that hundreds of years down the line, he can have a country to call his own. And he gives thanks to them every year. You understand? But the Lord said he hates and he despises your feast days. Why? Because the Lord said that the children of Israel are the apple of his eye. Why would the Lord be with Thanksgiving? When Thanksgiving is celebrating the murder of what the Lord loves, the people that the Lord loves, the natives. All right? Go ahead, sir.
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
So even though the smell of food goes in the air and can't nobody not smell something, right? The Lord say he won't smell. You understand? He'll see you and he'll turn his nose. He'll do this. Anything to not smell what you consider to be that ham that y'all gonna have. You understand that y'all gonna get from Boston Market and that turkey? He not smelling none of it. He not smelling the lawful food. He not smelling the unlawful food, man. Because the act he hates and despises. Keep going, sir, for sure.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings in your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
Even though you burn and offer that meat, he not accepting it. It's not good to him. We have high holy days. We have days. Matter of fact, Hanukkah is coming up. That's a holy day. We just finished the Feast of Tabernacle. That's a high holy day. The Lord has feast days in which he does honor the smell of our meats and our burnt offerings. But Thanksgiving, he not doing that. And it's 2022, man. It's very easy to do quick research on the history of Thanksgiving. God damn, in the 90s, the Adams family did a little bit of research, and you found out, just from watching a little. Understand? So you tell me in 2022 we not researching to hell with that. I'm not saying I know what was inside. I didn't know Native Americans was my brother. I didn't know what I was celebrating. It's no different than when you celebrate the Bible. When you celebrate your oppressor getting his independence, your oppressor's independence means. It means slave. When you celebrate them, you're giving thanks to the fact that they tricked one of the most kind and nurturing people on planet Earth out of their land and diseased them with smallpox and put them on reservation, taught them Roman Catholicism, where they molested and raped them children and destroyed their lives and caused those children to become men that drink. You know what I'm saying? Native sisters get abducted every day. It goes underreported and unreported. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the legacy that you are upholding when you celebrate Thanksgiving. The German, the Jewish man, if Hitler, that's a bad word. If Hitler would have won the Second World War, and do you think that the Jewish man would have celebrated? No, and he would hate everybody that celebrates. You know what I'm saying? The Germans would be just absolutely despised by the Jewish community. You understand? They would have been counseled years and years ago. You understand? But how you think the natives feel, man? When they got to sit here and see the decorations and the history of what happened. And they got to deal with Mount Rushmore. Like, that's, how, like, there's so many things that have done that are horrible, man. And you want to uphold it to be with your family. What about their family? That they don't get to be land, that they don't get to have. Matter of fact, it's so bad. Like, look, black people, we wouldn't have been enslaved in America if our oppressor didn't conquer our brother with deception. You understand? But that's why he's the devil, a liar and a deceiver. And Thanksgiving is his deception. If I make you keep reading, sir, I will not accept them.
I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Meaning that other offering you give to have peace with the Lord, it's not peace to him. You say nothing with this holiday. Look at and say, oh man, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, I love them Thanksgiving songs y'all got. Oh, that meal, that was good, man. Oh, it was so good to see y'all with y'all family. Never looks at it and says, yeah, I'm down with Thanksgiving. He hates, he despises your days. Can't keep reading.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy song, for I will not hear the melody of thy vow.
You don't want to hear that music that y'all about to have. Oh man, some more Christmas, New Year's. You don't care about that kind of stuff, man, because all of that is just worship of the Greeks and the Romans. and the destruction of blacks, Latinos, and natives. So it's not a song you can sing that your oppressor has given you, which the Jewish man gave you, that the Lord is down. You know what I'm saying? Like General Muhammad brought out, the Jewish man created that American dream. You understand? And that American dream is what you uphold when you celebrate Thanksgiving, when it's the nightmare of Native people. And it should be the nightmare of Black people, because it is why you are on a plantation. It is why you were enslaved for 400 years. So how could you give thanks to the man that killed your brother and enslaved you and stole the land of your brother and enslaved you and hung you from the trees? You know what I'm saying?
But let judgment run down as waters, in righteousness as a mighty.
That's what the Lord wants judgment to run down, and it's going to run down. Is going to be paid in blood, and it's going to be an ocean and body. The sword destruction has happened to us. You're going to recognize what the Lord does to those that destroyed us and given for our murder. And they're taking to Jeremiah 2, verse 33. Understand? And it's going to be righteous. Blood is going to flow like righteousness is going to come through like a stream, man. Because that's what the Lord said. There's a time for peace and a time for war. Well, the time for peace is over. The Lord is real unpeaceful.
Verse 33. Trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Meaning a bush. You're like, for lack of a better. And instead of a wild looking tree, you should be, you trim yourself to cookie cut yourself to fit your line. You understand? Off your beard. Some of you dye your blind. Nowadays, man, you out here, sisters getting lip injections. You understand? Changing the way they talk. You understand? Like everything you can to fit in. And celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's birthday and Valentine's and all of these different days, you trimming your ways to seek their love. You don't need their love. Captain Mashaka said it many times. You need their respect. You understand? Who's respected? Who gets respect from our oppressor? Ukrainians are getting respect from Americans, American Caucasians, because they're going against Russian Caucasians. They're not giving in. They didn't give in. Oh, well, since you want the land, you say this is your land, this is part of the motherland, then yeah, come in. They putting boots to it, and they picking up guns. They say, hey, guns, any aircraft, anything. The Ukrainian Caucasian has respect of the Caucasian, but it's like that games they got where like the walls will come at you and it's cut out in a shape. You got to contort your body to fit. And the very famous that the shape for somebody skin to get through. Oh, snap out my body. That's what you do. When you trim your ways, you're twisting yourself up to fit the shape that's not meant for. So why do you? Go ahead.
Therefore has that
Again, and then that's how your ways of really our priests going in and showing that's man, they be doing the dancing, and he be doing a little key. They be like do this and that, and he'll do it on air. You have a music video, you got the white boy. Because he did that dance, saxophone. Oh, he a black president. We teach the wicked ones our ways because we show. And so we shrinking ourselves to fit in the box that we live. You understand why do it? That we do it every year, man. It's a damn shame to see the ones of us that aren't with it compared. Man, we blotted out in all the noise and all that our fully talk. Well, what happens at every holiday celebration? Murder. There's a murder all the damn. Why? Because you're upholding white supremacy. You got people that are molested victims eating turkey from the molester. Why? Because it's family and we got to put all that. Somebody gonna either the victim or gonna kill him. You know why? It's the only time you get to be with them. Tell with that, man. Stop trying to be like your oppressor. Don't even like each other. You understand? From there, give me a Psalms 55. How you don't even make like we're better. Like I was talking to my real. I was like, how could black people not be the superior race when we can blend at night and the sun doesn't hurt us? That is great, man. That's not even a negative. Black people can't be outside. They like vampires. And so when that's, oh gosh, the shades, get me my biker helmet, get me the 2000s. You understand? They need that to go throughout the day and then. Yeah, black people be like, it's a bright day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do when they try to. They gotta rub grease or some stuff on their foot. Anybody that's playing Modern Warfare, that's how ghosts look. Those got his whole eye area black. People don't got, but the point that I'm trying to make are better people trimming our ways, bleach ourselves to be like those that are beneath us. If you gotta go ahead, sir.
Psalm 55. He had put forth his hand in such as be at peace with him.
That's who you give thanks to every year. That puts against people that are at peace with. You can't, I can't. I'm trying to get that. He just hates me. And that's who you're celebrating. Someone that is kind of just mad at you for being what you want. That's who you want to love. Keep reading, Brother Rochelle.
He has in his covenant.
And what was the covenant that devil with the natives, man? I think it was like 700 treaties or something like that. The 700 or 70, I always get the number. But every treaty that he gave America, he broke. And that's how they were to take the damn country. Because there was no war. It wasn't a like, hey, I'm fighting you when you're fighting me. Keep breaking the damn trees. That means you're being fight and lose. His hand is constantly against those who are at peace with each hand. Other hand, it's a whole damn dagger in your. You're like, well, damn. I thought we was cool with each other. Yeah, we are. That's the thing too. He is cool with you. he's a snake. I bite. The hell you mean? I'm cool. You in my belly. We cool. You thought that being cool meant he's on the up and up with you. Him being cool with you is no, okay, now I can stab him in the back. He's within arm's reach now.
And one thing about a snake, right? The actual snake, right? Like if if they about to eat you, if they too small to eat you, they'll wait till they get big to eat you. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a pet snake, you know what I'm saying? He might fool with you. He just filling you out. You know what I'm saying? And then when he think that he ready to to attack you and kill you, he'll do it. That's exactly what they did with the Native Indians.
Yeah, like right. If I'm not and stuff like that. Yeah. And they was like, oh, thank you. Oh God, who would ask you some good food you got right here?
Right.
And the whole time I'm like, oh, as soon as I unthawed her, now that I know how to get now that I know how to get through the summer, I'm in the winter, I can take this whole place.
Right.
You was being hospitable. You know what I'm saying? They was the whole time just let them die.
Right.
Just let them damn die. But again, we are a kind people, and we're words. And he breaks every covenant he makes with you. Black people didn't get 40 acres and a damn mule. That was simple enough to get. We only built up the damn country, and they didn't give us that. Black people wanted to integrate with white because, and they didn't give us that. At agreement with people that hate you. It's insanity. If I may keep reading about Michelle.
The words of his mouth were smoother than
The oppressor. Words of his mouth. Oh no. Treaty. Compromise. Come together. Of course, conversations aren't really was rough. But still. Even with that being said, it sounds good. It sounds, oh man, I'm gonna get you that cheap AP rate, man. I'll get you in the car today. And before you know it, but I'm gonna need 10 racks. Buick, I'm gonna need 10 racks. That's pretty much how much the car. That's how he works. And so his words, the words of his mouth, smoother than and that's you got the whole thing about black people being lazy. When white people are lazy. White people are so damn lazy they couldn't even pick their own cotton. They couldn't even till their own land. Yet we're lazy because now we're not enslaved and in their house. You understand? Keep going, Michelle.
but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil. Yet were they drawn swords.
Yet were they drawn swords. Meaning you got to just see the imagery. They look soft as oil. This is the oil. Soft, but this is really what it is. It's the hook. It's the bait on the hook. Oh wow, it's a worm. No, it's a hook. The worm is on the hook. You can't see the hook. It's a hook. It's a drawn sword. It just looks soft as butter. It's like it looks softer than oil, but really it's a drawn sword. And that's what's gonna bite us in the ass in the end, man. If we don't stop celebrating our oppressor's high holy days for for his celebrations. Because if you hear it and you find out that you ain't supposed to be celebrating it, the Lord is going to be like, well, you knew that. You knew what it was about. You knew you ain't supposed to be celebrating the murder of Native Americans, and you still did it for family? Bro, you don't know the Lord like Commanding Junior Hannah knows the Lord. It ain't going to be mercy for everything, man. So while there is a chance to have that mercy, man, you need to get with it, man. From there, if you can give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10, out of the Apocrypha, aka the Old Testament. And like you were saying, sir, you know what I'm saying? This verse is just like that.
Ecclesiasticus
12 and 10.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
What should you do?
Never trust thine enemy.
In the year 2, trust.
Never trust enemy.
Never is definite. You know what I'm saying? Or finite, right? Never trust thy enemies, man. Don't trust him. He's an enemy for you. You understand? And black people. Don't be the people you can't. You'll never, you know, socially, you understand? You'll find out, you'll be like, well, I can forgive you, but you, I'm done. Joe, you done with all, but I hate you, and you can't do. It's bad, man. Trust in him.
For like as I am, so is his wickedness.
So, like I said, so is his wickedness. Nice and shiny and polished, but that's just a front. It ain't no future in the front, man. That's all he just fronting on you, because he's a best way I can describe it. You think, oh, it's just a deserted town until it peels. You see a better one. It's like a woman with makeup. You see that woman, you like, damn, she's bad. The makeup is bad. The face is gonna be scary. Because women, and how he gets life. Nigga! Oh man. I didn't say nigga, I would have drowned. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta deal like that. It's just a pretty broad what she's done to enhance her beauty. But really, your oppressor is what's underneath rusted iron. From there, can you give me a Leviticus verse 2? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, why you what giving is about? Even if you're not in the truth, how you don't know anything about life? You got a smartphone. You ain't into that. You just every year, you just gonna do the same old thing and never consider that maybe there's something wrong here. Man, you're an instant. You have been as dead as that damn turkey that you about to eat. Could you not just into a non-playable character? You gotta get in the game. If you got a circle it.
Speaking to Moses, saying, speaking and saying, I am the Lord, your power.
Said the Most High children of Israel, blacks, Latinos, and natives, which is again, this whole Bible is about. It's everything, and it's the only. If you are not black, Latino, you're not an Israelite, and if you're not an Israelite, why? You understand? Why do you pick up pick up the Talmud, pick up the Quran, because those related to me or my culture. And if you're not a Black Latino, you should leave the Bible alone. Leave it to the professionals, all right, the Israelites. He says, speak unto the Israel, saying, I am the Lord of power. Go ahead.
The of the land of
where you used to live, in Egypt, if this is the history of us leaving after the killing of the, now we going out, which is now today is Middle East, which is the land of Israel. So he's saying all doing in Egypt and America is synonymous with Egypt. You understand? That stuff
shall ye do
in Egypt. Things that history nowhere. 22, the whole planet is about to celebrate Thanksgiving. And it ain't to do with the Middle East. It ain't nothing to do with people in Europe. You know, the fact that them Europeans, you know, created the problem. But the world celebrates this because the earth is. But nonetheless, those things you've seen.
And that's how, like, the reason is because power, these wicked people that the Native Indians and blacks and Hispanics, you know, that we do on what they do. So we the ones, you know what I'm saying, they the ones, you know, tell us to do that. Now, if we rule on what we do, they got to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep the Sabbath. They got to keep the law of right. You know what I'm saying?
And it was saying it's so heavy too, sir, because when we had a Passover, we're gonna tell you.
Right.
We're not gonna sugarcoat it. This is just Passover. We're we just passing over building. We're not gonna make no movie where the Passover is Santa Claus on a onward dancer. It's a Passover. It ain't gonna be that.
Right.
It's when we killed you guys, Egyptians, man, slaving us for 20 years. Whereas Thanksgiving is just it's smooth. So it's really the celebration of natives, man. That's the drawing. It's an overtake. Change it up, man, to make it soft. The truth of it is the celebration of the murder of Native Americans, 77 million to be exact. All right. Keep reading about Michelle.
doing to the shall ye not
that you're gonna see in the land that I'm what the people right now. The Lord wouldn't want to. All right. Things, their laws, their ways. No matter where we go, the Lord wants us to do His judgment, and His not to celebrate. It was not to celebrate Christmas. Matter of fact, that's in the Bible. Talk about how He despised it, man. Again, it's another thing, man. The Lord don't want us doing what He severed us from, and He ripped us away from it to be His. And now He's telling us to do His. Go ahead.
keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord, your power.
Your power. your God. He's like, I'm yours, you're mine. You do what I do, and not the things you see, not the things that look convenient or popping. No, do and walk in my judgment.
Ye should do my judgment and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God. Ye should therefore statutes in my judgments, which if man do, he shall walk. I am the Lord.
You gonna live. There is a law. There is no and try to the other about us. When we do, it's this. What's happened recently? What was the murder that just happened? Not the nightclub. It was another one. Oh, damn, I can't think of it. Yeah, that type of stuff. Because society changed. Testosterone levels of we lean on each, whether it be reasons that we call the police on each other, whether it be the drugs, whether it be the clinic we go to each other, you know, precious lifestyles, history, and what is advantageous for us with him rather than what the Lord told us. The Lord said, don't do what they do. Don't do what they do. Do what I need to do.
Limitations?
Yeah, 4 verse 17.
Limitations, chapter 4. Verse what?
17.
Verse 17. As for us, our eyes has yet known, for vain
Our vain help. There is no help if you're expecting the people that are for murdering your people. That's a vicious cycle. You die no matter what. That's for us. So for us, it's a waste for us to ask them to give to the natives. They're never going to do, or not going to do anything righteous